her wipe it clean. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm not saying wipe it clean to where she goes out and mess around. She goes out and starts sleeping with other men or talking to other men or anything like that. That's when you're in a total red radar with God. God is going to totally get you because she had did everything she could. She did everything. So with that being said, oh man, your best bet is to get right, man, as fast as you can. So,
yeah.
And the same thing vice versa for women. Same thing vice versa for women. You know what I mean? If the man is doing the same thing, you know, if he's sitting there and he's praying for you, he's doing his job of being your cover. He's going hard for you. But the women, you know, they like materialistic things. So with that being said, they like, man, that's all on TV. Like your August Alsines, you know what I'm saying, Trey Songz, your Chris Brown, stuff like that. So they already have an image of what they kind of like have a crush on. So they really kind of want their man to kind of look like that. So, all right, yeah, if he's this, okay, I'm going to deal with it. But the same thing is with this. When you go and you take your initiative, you know what I'm saying, and you got a good man, and you take your initiative to try to do whatever you can behind his back, because women are the most sneakiest, craftiest ones. I'm sorry to tell you guys that.
Hey,
that is real.
That's real.
But that being said, you know what I'm saying, God sees it all. So with that being said, you know, it's the same thing vice versa. All your man got to do is sit there and try to pray for you. He prays for you, then that's when he does bring a counselor or another marriage couple by. If you guys talked about it from there, then after that he takes you to the church. After the church, man, that's the red radar. But you got to understand that man is the head. You know what I'm saying? So the man is going to be able to hear directly from God. God is going to take him away because he doesn't want nothing to be contaminated. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, women. I know it sounds like, oh, man, why the man get this? Because just like my brother said earlier, God made his covenant with man. You know what I'm saying? And then when Yeshua came down, you know what I'm saying? That's what saved us all. But the first covenant is with man.
Yes.
So pretty much, you know what I mean? When you get in that type of relationship, you know what I'm saying, in a marriage, that's what it is. So that's the rules of it. You got to know the rules before you even get into it, because a lot of people just jump into marriage. Oh, yeah, we're married, you know what I'm saying, just so we can be married and have kids. No, that's trying to say you don't want to do that because that's a sin itself. So the thing is, you know, and be one team. That's what it is. And try your best. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen over years. It's not going to happen like that, but it's going to eventually happen. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, see, man, 110% I agree with all that you said, man. Because it is important, man. It's important to be a team, man. Because if you don't have, like I said, if one ain't on, you know, the one is on, one is off. It's really much an eye, you know, and that's where confusion starts to come up. And that, like I said, reason why we say this and reason why my brother here say that, because you don't want any access holes or gaps where the devil can slither his way into your marriage. I mean, these are things why these are the reason why these rules are here, because of God has a. He knows what the devil is capable of. He knows what he's trying. The devil try to attack marriage, because marriage, like I said, is the foundation of creating life. That's how God created life, was a marriage. So therefore, you got your descendants. Therefore, after that, you got more descendants and more and whatsoever. But that's his covenant with men in wives. It's covenant. It's, you know, being married is so blessed. I'm telling you, it comes with its own blessings. I'm telling you, from apart from the world, it comes with its own blessings. I'm speaking from experience, because going on 2 years, March 21st, everybody, 2016 will be my 2-year anniversary. Yeah, woo woo. Hey, man, I could tell you, man, the first year it's tough. How many every year? It's always going to be tough. I'm not saying it's not going to be tough, but at the end of the day, I can never say I'm unhappy. Now, I hear a lot of people say, you know, let me tell you this, bro. I hear a lot of people, they be all like, oh, I've been married for 30 years, man. And they be dry bones. They just be so dead gone. I'm all like, man, I don't know how you do that. And I understand, yeah, you sleeping with the same woman for 40 years. You hearing her nag 40 years. You doing all these things 40 years. I mean, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But where has God been in your 40 years of marriage?
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing about God in it. I'm like, that's why you sound the way you sound, because God was nowhere near it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it scratched my head. So in my aspect, I know it's gonna be trouble. I know it's gonna be problems in my marriage. But without God, it's just gonna be just like 40 years. The guy was saying 40 years this and 40 years that. I'm kind of tired. I mean, but at the end of the day, where have God been? Where has God been in your marriage? You know what I'm saying? Where has God been in your individual life? I mean, even with that, as prayer wise, you have your family prayer, which is husband and wife, and if you have children or whatever, then that you have that prayer. Then you got to set aside for your marriage prayer. Then you got to set aside for individual prayers. You know what I'm saying? So it all comes all in one, because when I individually pray, I don't pray for myself. I pray for my wife, and when she individually prays, she prays for me. And then when we come together, we pray for family. So therefore, we get everything locked down so the devil can come in. See, that's the whole purpose. Now, everything we do, man, it's all either spiritually. It's really spiritually a flesh, man, and that's the idea. If you look at things in the flesh, it's pretty much where the devil needs you and wants you to be. But if you're looking at everything in the spirit, you can see that the devil's trying to do that and attacking marriage and attacking you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not married are not even trying to come towards marriage because marriage is under attack right now. So, of course, people going to have the wrong idea of marriage. Of course, people going to think a submission is bad. Of course, people going to think, oh, that woman wrong, that woman. But see, at the end of the day, yes, women have their own issues, so do men. But see, as men, we literally, man, I'm telling you, all men that is listening, we all have to take a stand somewhere down the line. If it's not yesterday, it needs to be right now. If it's not 2 weeks ago, it needs to be right now. I mean, why keep waiting? Why? How long do you think you got? You get what I'm saying? Like, people live like, oh, I got forever. I got forever to make that decision. But now you don't. Because in the Bible, in the Bible it says he comes like a thief at night. You'll never know when he comes, the time or day. Come on now. Somebody say something. I mean, it's real though. Like, that's what I'm saying. But see that like I said, marriage, man. Marriage, it has its blessings to it, man. I mean, one of the blessings, like I said, coming from experience is, I got somebody to cover me all the time in prayer.
Yeah.
All the time, man. Do you know how powerful that is? And like, for a woman to submit to God and the closeness she has with God, I would want somebody to pray for me like that all the time and always. Because if you close to God, I know God gonna hear you. You feel what I'm saying?
For real, hey, but look, bro. Coming from a person that's not married and I'm still single out here. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the only way I would say I am married to the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
You better say that, bro.
I am Jesus Christ of Nazareth, my Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
So I will hold that marriage because a relationship with Him is more of a marriage just as itself. So it's just like what you want to do is you know what I'm saying. You want to look at it like, okay, look, I want to take initiative.
Right.
I want to be this man for my woman. You
right.
know what I'm saying? I want her to be able to see me. You know what I'm saying? As her man. So what do? Just as women do what they men, they sit there and study it. See, sometimes if you just took the time, you understand, to just
hey, bro,
be quiet.
I'm my bad, man. You just came up with the best idea. It just came in my head. You seen Fireproof, the movie Fireproof, man?
Oh yeah, I seen that movie.
Oh my God. You made sense. I don't mean to make you lose track or whatever, but it just came real quick. Like, I want to say it before I lost time. But what you said was, they study. But see, just what you said, it is studying. Like I said, the guy, he was all like, he asked the other guy, he was all like, do you ever study your wife? And the guy was like, yeah. And he was all like, well, it's like a high school diploma, it's like a GED, and then you graduate further and further. And he asked the guy, he was like, so where you at? He was all like, oh man, I'm still trying to get my high school diploma. I'm all like, but Dean, that's real though, because why? That's the whole thing, man. People stop studying their wives once they become married. Once I got you, I don't need to do nothing else no more. That's the idea of it. But see, why quit? Because
and that's the thing, because the thing is, it's just like, when you study your woman, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, you know what I mean? Okay, she like little things, like, especially when you live with her. See, look, I'll be honest with you guys. I have lived with a woman, you know what I'm saying, for like down there like 3.5 years.
Right.
And all we did was study each other, We wanted to step into that next break, you know what I'm saying, and get married. all that. You know what I mean? You know, that's all for the birds on how everything happened with how everything happened. But the thing and the moral of the story is this. You know, all we did is studied each other. So when she came home, I knew exactly what she liked. I knew she liked it how, you know, when she comes home, she likes her pillow like this. I knew when she comes home, she wants to watch TV and watch her shows. So I already have her shows on.
Speak it, bro.
I know when she comes home, you know what I'm saying, that she wants.
No. I'm gonna keep going, bro. I'm on you right now.
Yeah. But I know when she comes home. I'm sorry about that. I know when she comes home, you know, she likes to put her shoes in a certain area. I know when she comes home, she likes to just throw off her clothes. So what I do is right when she throw off her clothes, I'll take her clothes up, put them up. I'll just be ready for that. So that's just me studying her. I know also little things. I know when she wants to eat out. I know when she wants to cook, you know. And it's just by studying her. You just see, like, okay, my baby's exhausted right now. She doesn't want to go cook, and she doesn't want me to cook because she wants me to be able to be there for her, you know, hug her up with her. We used to call it QT time, quality time.
Yeah.
So we used to literally, I know she wants QT time right now, so I'm going to just go grab something to eat, and I'll be on point. And she used to love it because she'll be like, I'll call her right when she's getting ready to get off work. I'll be like, hey, babe, I'm just coming home from work. You know, I'm going to get ready to get her something to eat. You know what I mean? I know last night you was kind of exhausted, so, you know, we could just sit down. And she'd be like, man, babe, that's exactly what I wanted because I didn't want you to be cooking and I didn't want to cook. But, yeah, can you give me? And I knew her exact meal, what she wanted. You know, she wanted that fish fillet large, you know what I'm saying, with the little caramel, you know what I'm saying, Sunday. Hey, I'm like that with my wife too, man. I mean, like when we go to McDonald's, bro. Like, you know, if she don't feel like cooking, man, she come pick me up from work sometime, and I'm like, man, babe, I'm hungry. I be like, let's go get some McDonald's, and then because I already know what she finna say next time. In my head, I'm like, oh, she don't want McDonald's. Next thing you know, she like, I don't want McDonald's. I'm all like, dang, I knew it. I was like, in my head, I know I want a Big Mac with light sauce. I mean, no, not light sauce. Light lettuce and no onions. You know. And it's funny because when she go order my food, she knows exactly what to say. Oh, no sauce. I mean, no. I'm sorry. See, I'm messing up. She be all like light lettuce. She be all like no onions. He want to cook the drink, and can you have some fresh fries with that? No salt, because that's the only way they'll give you some fresh fries. hey, that's real though. That's the only time they give you some fresh fries. Don't put no salt on it. I'm telling you. For y'all, hey, whoever. I used to work at McDonald's, man, and I used to hate when people say, "Oh, no salt," because I knew what they meant. I'm like, you ghetto self. I'm like, you so ghetto. And then soon as they come in, can I get a couple of salt? I'm all like, you said no salt. Oh yeah. Most definitely, man. So it's like that's where it comes from, studying each other.
Yeah.
You know? It's being more of a team. You know, like you and me and I am you. You know.
Yeah.
So, it's like, you know, the best way I can put it is like, okay, like Martin and Gina, man. Like Martin and Gina is like, see, they don't make TV shows like this no more, like with power couples no more, man.
Yeah.
Now we don't know what power couples is. You know, we see, and I'm not trying to talk bad about nobody in the industry, but we just see all these industry couples, and then we see how they just getting together, breaking up, getting together, breaking up, getting together, breaking up. So when we think, oh yeah, that's the perfect couple. So when we think we're the perfect couple, soon we're gonna break up, yeah. And then I'm gonna go try to get over here and then be another perfect couple. So that's what we think. But if we thought like Martin and Gina, how they was a bond,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Things like okay.
And by the way, that was my show. I said, by the way, that was my show too, boy. I'm telling you.
It was one episode, you know.
Hey, I had the whole season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I don't know if you remember this episode when pretty much it was Martin and Gina and they was arguing with, I can't really recall who it was, but it was either Tom or Pam, you know, and then he was like, dang, let me get way back, and then next thing you know, he was like, man, I think we need to get way back, and then Gina was right with him, like, yeah. Hey. So it's just like, they can be goofy together, you know what I mean? Like, you're one because you're still open to that person, right? And you can do whatever you want. So that's like the power couple right there, being submissive in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it. They both held each other down. They both was a team. They never thought I. They always thought, okay, what did my wife think? And she always thought, what do my husband think? You know what I'm saying? So that's always, you know, the beauty of this marriage, you know. And when I find that lucky woman, I'm hoping that, you know, she's most definitely on that mind frame, you know, because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna settle for less, you know.
Hey,
she's not
you're
on
not
that
supposed
mind
to.
frame. I'm sorry, I don't care how bad you can look as good as Beyonce or Rihanna. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying, you have to be on that mindset. It's like we were saying earlier, and my brother said, it's kind of hard to be with somebody when you're unequally yoked, you know?